The Beatles, 1966, Revolver. Personally, I think this or Rubber Soul would be my favorite Beatles album. For you young folks out there that may be watching this, this is the band, this is Paul McCartney's band before Wings, so that should help. In any case, there is something about this record that I would love to get your thought on. You guys that know more about what is an original pressing and what might be a promotional copy. On the rear of this record jacket is a sticker. It's just a sticker that says factory sample, not for sale. Is this some sort of advanced copy? I'm not sure. It's not a white label promo, as we'll see. It looks like a standard mid-60s mono pressing from Parlophone. But love you to comment below and tell me if that has anything to do with the originality of this particular pressing. Let's take a closer look. Great music. I think we all know that. I mean, come on. Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, Good Day Sunshine. Fantastic tunes. This does appear to be the original inner. I've seen those before on Parlophones from this era. Excellent condition. Absolutely fantastic. Not a single smudge, scrape, or nothing. Very little spindle wear, too. That's just fantastic. Well, we're going to give this a thorough cleaning, so let's get to it. Let's clean this record. Okay, here's the plan for the Beatles Revolver. You know, this is nearly a 60-year-old record. As you saw, there isn't a ton of debris in the groove, but there's some really odd pieces deep down in there. So the plan is to utilize the VPI machine to give this an enzymatic soak. We'll use two stages. We'll start with this is number 15 formula from AIVS. It has both an enzymatic formula and a very good record cleaning solution. So that'll be the first initial clean. We'll use our Osage brush for that process. We'll then go straight to a pure enzymatic soak, probably let it sit for 5-6 minutes, something like that. And then we'll bring that off with a separate wand and column. Of course, before we start, we always hit it with the Giotto Blaster. And just in case, I've broken out the Zero Stat. If it's wintertime in your area and the environment gets dry, you have a lot of static cling, this can help this do its job better. So we'll see if that's needed. Of course, we always have a nice soft toothbrush to clean the velvet lips on either side of the wand in between sides. We always use that. And of course, we'll have DI and reverse osmosis water for washing the brushes in between stages. Once we do this on the VPI, we're going to take it off. We're going to put it into the ultrasonic, but not dry it there. We'll leave it wet. Once it goes through the cycle, take it out very carefully, put it onto the Loracraft machine, and use that to suck up the liquid. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Let's clean this record. So it's a little dry out. We're in the winter time, so we're going to hit the record with the Zero Stat before the Giotto Blaster. I like to use a bit of a circular motion with this. You squeeze down the trigger, and then let it up slowly. That kind of action will render the static neutral, and it'll be much easier to blow off the debris. Yes, I can see it coming straight off. Very nice. We'll go to side one. We're going to clean that first. Three or four times usually does the trick. All right, let's get it onto the VPI. First thing we're going to do is give it a pre-clean with the AIBS number 15. start in the middle and concentrate specifically on the run-out groove. Followed by the lead-in. It's the edge of the record where you generally have most of the dirt, because that's where fingerprints are generally found. Once you've got your edges, work up your lather. Take note of our time and give it about 5 or 6 minutes. Now, if we were only using a suction type machine for this record, we would absolutely do a pure water rinse with a separate wand and column. However, since we're going to put it into the ultrasonic once we do side 2, there's no need for that. So we're done with side 1, we'll go right to side 2, give it a clean and an enzymatic soak. This wand and column is exclusive to the number 15 formula. We use it quite a bit. That. We'll see you in 5. again, in lieu of a pure water rinse, we'll go straight into the ultrasonic. No drying cycle. 4 minutes ought to do the trick. If you're going to remove a wet record from the ultrasonic machine, I recommend letting it sit for a minute or two before you take it out. Let the bulk of the water drip off of the vinyl. You don't want to jiggle it about, get any fluid in the mechanism itself. It needs to stay in the tank where it belongs. This is sat for a moment, so it's ready to come out, and we're going to put it straight onto the Loracraft machine. Okay, before we clean this record, we want to make sure that we advance the thread just a few millimeters to make sure that it's a nice clean piece of the thread. Just insert it into this handy dandy little nozzle, and that'll do the trick for you. If you want to make sure it's snug against the nozzle, you can turn the spool ever so slightly, and it'll be nice and clean against the bottom of the nozzle. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's engage the motor, get the platter turning. And before I put the arm on the edge of the record, I like to engage that arm's motor so that its force is moving in the right direction. Go ahead and set her down and let her go to the label. As the arm nears the outer edge of the label, you can stop the arm's progress. And I like to stop the motor, reverse it, re-engage the arm, and let it go the opposite direction from the label to the record's edge. Reaches the edge of the record, stop the arm, turn it to its beginning position, pump off, motor off. We have a beautifully clean side 1, but if you recall, side 2 is still wet, as is the platter, or I should say the mat below. So we'll go ahead and take that off, put a nice clean one on. Like to advance the string for side 2 so it's nice and clean. Once again, stop the platter, reverse, and let it clean the opposite direction. looks good. I'm a big fan of this process, but we'll take this to the vinyl inspection station and break out the electronic microscope and show you how we did. Once we've done that, we'll put it in the system and give these boys from Liverpool a listen. See you there. Final thoughts on the cleaning of Revolver. I would say the music is world class. I think we all know that. But our approach, I think, paid off beautifully. You'll see it in the after shots of the groove with the close-ups with the electronic microscope, and we heard it with our ears. Clean as could be, no ticks or pops whatsoever. Really a wonderful process. I'm a big fan of utilizing an ultrasonic and a string machine. Well, and also the VPI suction machine. We like to put them all to use. Really produced excellent results. Lastly, I'd love your help, fellas. Those of you who know about pressings, what makes an original pressing, first stage, second stage, etc., please take a look at all of the etchings in the runout groove and of course the label itself. And then in addition, does this mean anything? This little sticker back here, factory sample not for sale. I don't know. I have no idea, but love to hear from you all. Please do comment below. Great cleaning, great music. Love this one. Of course, it's a must-have. We'll see you at the next record.